most anticipated part two in a long while. And that's because there actually was more story that needed to be told. We were left on a major cliffhanger, and Uche did not disappoint with this part two. So I'm not gonna, we've all watched part one. We basically know it's, Shaffy Bello's the wife, Uche Montana's the side chick, and it basically ended with her walking in to Shaffy's house only to realize that the man that she's been dating is Shaffy's husband, which she did not know. So basically the part two is, briefly about what is, now that Uche knows that he's a married man, what is she going to do? Is she going to blow the whistle? Is she going to stay quiet? And what decision she takes, and basically how that unfolds. How is that going to affect her relationship with Femi or Frank? How is that going to affect her relationship with Queen? And most importantly, how is that going to affect their marriage, right? So, I don't want to say too much. Y'all go ahead and watch the movie. And then obviously the big question is, who is he going to end up picking at the end? That is the question on everybody's mind. Like, the plot of the movie is very straightforward because we know how part one ended. What I want to spend time on is how well Uche did this part two. I don't have a lot of hope in part twos, but I had hope in Uche, and she delivered, and I am so here for it. I know it wasn't only her that produced this film. Shaffy was involved, other was involved, but she was the major producer, and she didn't disappoint. Like, even from the opening scene, like my heart, like, I was just like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? Like, Uche's acting flawless. That scene where she was sitting at the dining table and the scene where she was driving home, I had me in a chokehold. Like, I was on the edge of my seat because I didn't know what was gonna happen. And even halfway through to this movie, I still didn't know who he was gonna pick and what was gonna be the final conclusion. So, like, the anticipation, the plot, amazing. Even down to like the locations they picked, the fashion, the costume, like, yo, that house location, can we talk about it? Like, honestly, A+ to this film. Everybody acted beautifully, the plot beautiful. The only complaint that I have, and it's maybe not even a real complaint, I probably just wanted the movie to be longer, but I just wish that the same way that her and Frank had a conversation, and the same way that, her and Queen had a conversation, I wish that, like, Queen and Frank would have had a conversation. I really wanted them to sit down, talk about their issues, and talk about whatever their decision was moving forward. Like, I wanted a part where Queen kind of opened up to her contribution to their marital problems. I don't really feel like she ever confronted that. That's the only thing that I would have liked to see, was a conversation where she took some accountability. I felt like, Frank did that, but Queen didn't really do that for him. And, they both contributed to the issues in their marriage. So I feel like they should have both owned up to it publicly, like with each other. But like I said, that's probably just me not wanting the film to end. But yes, A+ to this movie. Y'all need to go and watch it now. It was phenomenal. I have, like, literally no other issues.